Hello, Team Rider, and welcome to this very special edition of Birthday Pilates Mermaid Style. So, Jules, this is designed for you and your girls, assuming that James is at school. But of course, if James is at home and wants to join in, he can channel his inner merman as well. So guys, I want you all getting involved. It's not going to be long, but it's a little something that I hope that I've put together that you guys are all going to enjoy. So when you're ready, coming and standing up. So I want your feet underneath your hips, toes, just give them a little wriggle. I know that mermaids don't have toes, but for this little part, we're just pretending, okay? So we're wriggling our toes and just finding our position on our mat. We're just going to rock back and forth, up onto the toes, back onto the heels a couple of times. We just want to start to get nice and relaxed. Now, if you guys want to put on some music, if you want to imagine that you're on a tropical island in the sunshine and the waves are crashing, then absolutely you do that, okay? So you're rocking a couple of times, back and forth. Then we're going to get some nice shoulder rolls in. So this little mini workout is just designed to make us feel nice and loose, flexible, and really working our waist, okay? That's the point where the mermaid really cinches in. Channel your inner aerial and back again. 2 and 1. Lovely. We're just going to do a couple of nice little side bends here. So just imagine that you're reaching down towards your tail fins on both sides. Your hips are facing forwards. Beautiful. We're going for 3 and 2 and 1. Now I want you to float those arms up, floating them up, overhead, bring them back down, just to chest height, and then we're open, squeezing at the back. So again, we're floating those arms up, palms are down as we come back down, just to chest height, we open and squeeze, and come back together. A couple more of these. This should feel like a really lovely stretch. I don't know if you're doing this on your birthday or if you're doing this at another point, but whenever you're doing it, I hope that it feels good. 1 more of these. So we're floating up and floating down. Squeeze, and then we're back into those little side bends again. Just see if you can float those arms down a little bit lower this time. So we're going side to side, good. Side to side, once more. Side to side, good. This time we're floating them up and then we're dropping down into a little squat, back up and overhead. So we're down to the center again, back to the start, floating up, squat, and overhead. I changed it a little bit that time because I forgot what I did. Did you catch me out? So we're squatting down, up and down. Good. Squat, up. 1 more of these. Squat and reach. And we're back into those little side bends again. So every time you come into these little side bends, just see if you can float your arms a little bit further down your body. Keep those hips facing forwards. 3 and 2 and 1. Back to center. Open and squeeze. Good. So we're up, extend, squeeze, back down. 2 more of these. Squeeze, back to center. And then float, squeeze, and center. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to come into some little roll downs now. So you're rolling your shoulders forwards, floating them down your thighs, And just coming all the way down. See how far you can come down, see if you can touch those toes. Hold it here for a moment. And then rolling back up again. Slowly, slowly, shoulders are the last thing to come back up. Again, we're rolling down. Hands down our legs, or should that be our tails? All the way down to the bottom, as low as you can go. Hold it here. And then rolling slowly back up. Shoulders are the last things to come up. Once more, we're rolling down. Gliding our hands down. Once you get to the bottom here, I just want you floating those arms side to side. So we're adding in a little twist, a little rotation side to side. Just letting those arms dangle free. 2, 1, and then rolling back up again. Now this time your arms are coming up behind your head, okay? So just behind your ears. We're going to come into some little torso bends and crunches here. So we're coming out to the side. Now this isn't particularly mermaid-like. In fact, it's probably more a bit like a crab. But hey, we're going to go with the underwater theme still. And you're crunching. You're crunching. Good. So each time, keep those hips forward. Really try and get elbow to knee. Can you manage it? Squeeze. Squeeze. Lovely. Woo. Keep going. Keep going. Good. We've got one more on each side after this. So we're going 1 and 1. Relax those arms back down. Fine little torso bend. You should be really floating into these now that we've warmed up. So you're coming down, down. Lovely. For 2 and 1. Good stuff. Now I'm just going to move my camera because we're going to be coming down onto the floor. So I'm going to get you guys to just roll down onto the floor just like we did before. So starting at the shoulders and then rolling those hands down. And this time you're going to walk your hands forwards. Okay, so you're walking forwards and then you're pedaling those toes. So it's a bit like a funny walk. Let's push our heels back towards the floor. A couple of these just to stretch out those calves. 2, 1, and then you're sinking down onto your knees. I'm going to move my mat a little bit closer. Okay, good stuff. So you're on all fours here. So your knees should be underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. We're going to loop one hand underneath our torso, pull that shoulder down towards the mat, hold it here, and then as we come back up, we're extending that arm up and away, and then looping back under. So it's a lovely rotation here. We're dipping down into the stretch, and then coming up and out. I'm sure you're all looking very elegant as you do these, team. So rolling that shoulder down and coming up. Once more, down and back up again. Extend that arm as high as you can. Reach the stars. Bring it back down. You've got it. We're going on the opposite side. So we're reaching underneath first. So reach under your body. See how far you can extend. And then coming up, overhead. Does it feel good? Such a lovely stretch, this one. Extend underneath. And up. As you come under, see if you can get that shoulder down towards the mat. And then see how high up on the other side you can extend. Lovely. We're going once more on this side. Down. Extend. Up. And then bring that hand back down. You can sink onto your bottom, onto your heels. Walk those hands forwards. Stretch it out here. Good stuff. Okay, when you're ready, you're pushing back up onto all fours, and then you're coming around to sitting into what I'm going to call our mermaid pose. So imagine that you're resting on a rock in the ocean. Your knees are out in front of you, your feet are angled off to the side. Okay, so you've got both knees facing forwards, but your feet are coming out to the side. Then you're going to reach across, arms down on one side, and sweep. So we're swooshing. This is where we really need to be wearing a nice sparkly outfit, glistening in the sun. So you're reaching down, stretching on that side, and then a little crunch across on the other. Lovely. 2. And 1. Now you're just going to switch your knees across to the opposite side this time. So again, they're coming out in front, hand down, overhead, and swoop. Is it easier on one side than the other? This is my stiffer side, so I feel like I can't quite go as far on this side, but that's okay. I'm still making the effort. I'm still swooping. We'll keep going. 3 and 2. Lovely. Last one. And 1. Very graceful, very nice. Come back around to sitting up tall. Okay, so you can sit cross-legged or however you're comfortable. We're going to bring both hands down onto one side and we're going to turn and look in the other direction. So gazing off into the sunset. Get a nice stretch down your neck. Hold it here. Looking forward, so you're going to sweep your hands onto the opposite side and turn and look in the other direction. Hold it here. Okay, we're going to bring one arm overhead. Again, we're just holding it here. And then we're switching sides, up and over. Good stuff. You're bringing your arms down onto your knees. You're bringing your chin to your chest. You're looking down. And then you're slowly going to roll your neck around in one direction. You can close your eyes if you want to. Down to the center. And then you're going to roll around in the other direction. Oh, feel how good that is. Like that. Coming around. Back up. You're going to bring your shoulders up and down. So we come into that lovely shoulder roll. And then change direction, bringing them forwards. Lovely. Then you're going to bring your arms out wide, pull them behind your back. Feel that lovely stretch. Wriggle your fingers a little bit here. And then you're going to bring them forwards and we're going to say high five, happy birthday. I hope you guys enjoyed your little mini mermaid Pilates challenge. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day from all of us. Happy, 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 happy birthday. And we'll see you very soon. Bye.